let's first start with number one. At some point, you have to be real about where you are. You know, you have to be real about the piece. Sometimes you have to look yourself in the mirror and realize I've been wrong. And also, there are some times when a coach is a really good coach, just might not be a good coach for that bunch. Like, I think that Gregg Popovich is an incredible coach. I think that Gregg Popovich is one of the greatest coaches, the league has ever seen. However, I think that coaching the Spurs is the perfect place for him to coach. While I'm not taking away from his incredible resume and being one of the greatest coaches, I don't know if he would have been as successful coaching a team like Golden State when they had Curry and Clay and Draymond Green and KD. I just don't know if he would be as successful. I'm not saying that he would not be successful, but I don't know if he'd be as successful coaching those big name players for Golden State. I think, getting Tim Duncan, getting Manu Ginobili, getting Tony Parker, young Kawhi Leonard, I think those temperaments, those type of players definitely, especially, and David Robinson, definitely helped the cachet and helped the quote-unquote coaching development of a Gregg Popovich. But with all that being said, I'm not saying that Scott Brooks is a bad coach. I mean, Scott Brooks has led a team to the NBA Finals. Scott Brooks has coached some really good players. I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but when you look at the Wizards and you look at the fact that night after night they score with the best of them. They're one of the best scoring teams. Like I said, they're in top 15, I think top 10 actually in scoring, I believe, or top 15 in scoring. Yet and still, they be getting blown out. They have large leads and then they dwindle down to lose. It's like at some point you have to look at who's leading these players. Now, it would be different if the Wizards were just a black hole of talent. Like if they just didn't have any talent, it would be different. However, when you have, like I said, a Bradley Beal, when you have a Russell Westbrook, when you have young players like Rui Hachimura, when you have some really good players, it's like it just here's the thing. Here's what I'll do. Number one, the first thing to me the Wizards should do is fire head coach Scott Brooks. And the thing is, Scott Brooks is doing exactly what he does. So you can't really get mad at Scott Brooks because if you look at the teams, if you look at the OKC teams that he had, they were always and these are OKC teams with Russell Westbrook, with Kevin Durant, James Harden was there, Serge Ibaka. They were always top 10 to top 5 range in scoring, but they were always lower in defense. Now, and this is with a Serge Ibaka. This is with the height advantage of a KD. They had Kendrick Perkins for a year or two. So I just think that Scott Brooks has never shown a ability to, I'm not going to say care about, I'm not going to say he doesn't care about defense. I'm not going to say that at all. But I just don't think he shows an onus and he emphasizes offense a lot more than defense. And I think that it shows with every team that he's coached. Now, again, this is not me saying he's a bad coach. I just think that he has taken this team, which is the Washington Wizards, as far as he can take them. And that is an incredible offense. I mean, hell, Bradley Beal is second or third in scoring right now. He's an all-star. He has helped Bradley Beal, of course, stat-wise improve dramatically. And of course, Russell Westbrook is still doing what he does with the triple doubles. But I think you need a fresh voice, a voice that cares a lot about defense into the head coaching seat, because I think it just doesn't seem like Scott Brooks can take them as far as they are now. It seems like with Scott Brooks, they have hit their ceiling. And I think the first thing that you have to do is fire head coach Scott Brooks and bring on I'm not going to say a coach that only solely focuses on defense, but a coach that puts more of an onus on defense, and a coaching staff that puts. I'm not saying fire the whole staff, but I'm saying a coach that puts more emphasis on defense, because there should be no reason why Washington is as bad on defense as they are. Like there should be no reason. That's crazy. Like they are god awful. I think they're probably second or third worst defense in the entire league, and that is in a league with the Chicago Bulls. That's in the league with the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's in the league with the Sacramento Kings. Like this is that there should be no reason why a team that has a Bradley Beal, has a Russell Westbrook should be as bad as they are. You know what I mean? So the first thing I would do was fire head coach Scott Brooks and bring on a new coach. And since I'm fixing the team, and since I'm being GM Jalen, I'll give you a coach that I could see fit in here. I don't know if let me see. I'll say this. I say you should bring someone like David Fizdale. We know what happened with New York, but of course we know with the ownership in New York and the players that they had, it didn't work out. But David Fizdale was pretty good in Memphis. And, you know, hell, you could bring I think David Fizdale will be a pretty good coach for this organization. I don't know if you can pry him away from wherever he is, but a lot of people say Mark Jackson, but Mark Jackson, as we saw with Golden State, was kind of more of a developing coach. Yeah, or you could bring Mark Jackson, but I'll say David Fizdale would be a pretty good coach for this group. I think that he has a track record and is able to coach stars. Like I said, Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook. I think that he'll be able to get the most out of the younger players. And, I also like Nate McMillan. I think Nate McMillan will be really good for this group. So either either David Fizdale or Nate McMillan will be really good.